The Swedish politicians today have completely changed from the past 4 or 6 years ago. If you mentioned the word Islam or Islamism, you were considered a fascist, Nazi, right-wing extremist. Today, we have political leaders in the center, the Social Democrats, who say more controversial things than I said like 4 or 5 years ago. I never said things like, we don't want Somali towns in our country, which is something that
Is that something that you consider radical?
I don't consider that to be radical, but to the Swedes, it is. 4 or 5 years ago, it was not just radical, it was Nazi and far-right and racist. So we see a shift in the mindset of the Swedes and Swedish politicians, which is, to me, very little and very too late. Because what we see on the streets in Sweden right now is Sweden does not exist in Stockholm. If you take the train from the center of Sweden and you go to Rinkeby, which would take you like 10 minutes.
I've been there. I've interviewed people in Rinkeby. We put away our camera equipment and left. We actually never took it out of the bag, to be entirely honest with you. The insecurity was just too big.
It's absolutely horrifying. I do remember when I was in Malmo at university, I was going to a party in Rosengård, which is kind of like Malmo's Rinkeby, and I had a friend there who was blonde, blue-eyed, and he was supposed to come to the party. Once he found out, I told him, come to the party. He's like, yeah, sure. He asked me where. I was like, oh, it's in this area in Rosengård. He told me, no, I can't go. And I told him, why can't you go? And he said, look at me, I'm blonde and blue-eyed. I would get beaten on the street. And I remember in that moment thinking, wait, what the? You're a Swede. This is supposed to be your country, not mine. And I've had many moments such as that made me realize that the Swedish country is no longer a Swedish country.